Okay, so it is Monday again. It's the 16th of October. We're on week 4 now of my 8 weeks to finish my novel. We're a week behind, but we've gotten 6 chapters done, which means I'm 3 scenes. I've been using those words interchangeably, but we're 3 scenes behind. I was expecting to get 2 scenes done this week because we have social obligations this weekend, but the same obligations that I had last weekend, I just didn't really account for them. And then next week is supposed to be 1 chapter. So I may do the next 3 weeks again, because then it would be a total of like expecting to get 6 scenes done. But I feel like if I can be super productive during my hour-long sessions and I still get them all, I think I can make up some of the chapters just due to not expecting to be able to get any time in this weekend, and I'm sure I will. But we'll see. I'm ready to go. I'm doing good. I got another pre-order book in, so I'm excited for that. I think it'll be good. I'm excited to try it. And then I've been getting some inspiration books, like research books, for my next writing project. I haven't started looking through any of them, but once I have them all, I'll kind of like show them to you, maybe in like the next video where I'm working on that project. But for now, I'm gonna get started up on scene 34, and we're diving into the hardest parts of the novel. If you watched my last update video, so 34 is my main like pinch point, which is like, it's intense. It's like the pinch point leading towards the Dark Night of the Soul. And the end of the previous one was pretty rough too, but this one is like rougher. The next one is All Is Lost. The next one is Dark Night of the Soul. And then the next one is Continue Dark. Okay. Sorry. The next one is another like Dark Night of the Soul leading to the realization and aha moment. And then we have the break into 3. So that's the next 5 chapters. So in theory, in this vlog, if all things go according to plan, I should finish Act 2. Or Act 2B, as I call it. I kind of do Act 1, Act 2A, and Act 2B, and then 3. But we're going to get into scene 34. Yeah. Good morning, or good afternoon, good evening. It's almost 5. It's Tuesday. I need coffee. I'm very tired today. I'm still not feeling super duper great, but I'm mostly just exhausted. Like, I felt so good this morning. I had so much energy. I was like, I want to get stuff done. I was making my to-do list of things I wanted to do tonight. And then like, by like 1 o'clock, I was just like, nope. But I'm gonna try and focus and get my hour in. I'm doing pretty good. I think I got like 800 or 900 words yesterday, but like this new scene is like, it's kind of a lot of action-y stuff that like, I realized I didn't outline it quite well enough, you know, like it just doesn't quite work. I don't have enough details to really put the scene together in a way that actually makes sense. So I'm kind of just having to do what I can, and I'm gonna have to like tweak some stuff in revisions, which is fine. But it does make it hard for me to write right now because I'm just like, it's not right. Like, I know it's not right. I know things don't make sense. And that makes it hard for me to do because it's just like that logical inconsistency in my brain. It bothers me. But, oh, okay, 1,162 words yesterday. That is not bad. I'm hoping to finish this scene today. Hopefully another one. And then let me look at my schedule. So I did my two blocks yesterday. I have 2 to do today, 2 to do tomorrow, and then I'm not expecting to do anything else until Sunday night. But I don't know. We sort of have people staying with us on Thursday through Saturday, but I don't know how long they're actually going to be here and how long they're actually going to be doing stuff for. So I'm not really sure, but we are going to be out and about a lot on Saturday, so like, I don't know. My daughter's so cute. Oh my gosh, I want to show it to you. We'll see if he finishes it and I can show it to you tomorrow. My son drew me a picture and he started drawing stick figures and they are so cute. Like, when kids go through that transition from literally just like crazy scribbling on a paper to actual drawing things is so cool that they could do that. Like, I remember looking at kids drawing and being like, But when they're your kids' drawings, it's so cool. He draws these little stick figures and he draws hands, and the hands are these giant like circles, but then he goes and draws the fingers and he has to count out loud when he draws the fingers, and he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta remember the fingers. It's so cute. And I told him he had to draw another one for me to take to work because I tried to take the other one he drew me, but he wants it on the fridge so that he can see it. So I told him he had to draw me another one, and if he does, then I'll show it to you because, I mean, I could just show you the one on the fridge, but it's not the same. It's not the same. So, I'm awake, I promise. I'm gonna write. I need to find some, like, super epic music, which actually, let me do that before I actually commit to starting my block. I've been, for this one, just listening to, like, epic fantasy music because it's kind of like a super tense, like, battle-y scene. James? Okay, so yes, I am wearing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pajamas. We had a pajama day at work today, and my team is the Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so that I can color code everyone on my team into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle colors. So this is what we're wearing today. Also, I have a practice longsword, which is very fun. It's, you know, large, but it's good. It's like, it's very similar to the ones they use for the beginner class. I can't really do heavy sparring with this, or at least not like much, and I can't spar with people with steel swords, and I can't use this in the SCA. But it's way cheaper than buying a steel one, and this will be really good for like practicing around the house. It's a little bit like more durable, right? Like I don't need to worry about the steel rusting or anything if I take it outside, if it's wet. So this is just going to be a good all-around like drilling and practice one for me here at home. And I just really needed something to be able to like go through and do stuff. But it's kind of weird. The handle is kind of short. Like in order for me to kind of hold it properly, like my hand is already partially on the pommel. And like depending on your style of fighting, depends on like how much distance you want between your hands. And like I'm used to having a little bit more space, I feel like. So I don't know. That's kind of weird, but I'm looking at getting a steel one at some point, which they take forever to come in and they're very expensive, so we'll see about that. But I've been selling some stuff lately and just going through stuff I don't need and things that I can sell, and I might make enough money to buy a sword, so we'll see. But I also did, let me just show you. I think I have a new bruise coming in, if you can see it right here, from sparring last night. And then this one is recovering very well. I feel like I have another bruise. I don't remember where it is on my arm. I can't see it. And I know I have a bunch on my knee, but can't really show that to you either. But also, my husband got me flowers. He thought I've been, you know, working really hard this month, doing a good job, and that I deserved flowers, and that, you know, he just got me flowers to make me happy. So I'm very excited about that. So I have a little thing of flowers here on my desk right now. Yeah, it's Wednesday. I turn my computer on. It's the one night where I don't have anything like to do, and it's date night. So I'll watch, you know, some Watt with the husband. I think we're on episode 6 right now. And I've been very much enjoying this season so far. it's been good. It's been good. It's been nice to watch something else, but I've also been getting into, come on. I've gotten into another like historical Korean drama, and I think I'm watching, what is it even called? Hold on, let me open it up. I've been using the like Viki app or whatever, which is great. It has a lot of like this kind of stuff that I've been enjoying, but not a lot of it's in English, at least the stuff I like. It's called The Moon Embracing the Sun, and it's very cute, but it's, you know, not in English, it's in Korean. And, you know, I enjoy that. I really do, because it makes me focus on it. But the problem is also that I can't do anything else while I'm watching it. So if I'm binge watching it, it means I'm binge watching it and not doing anything else. Like, I'm not sewing, I'm not doing laundry, I'm not cleaning, I'm not doing literally any of the things, like map drawing. Like, there's so much stuff that I do when I watch shows that are in English. So I think next I really need to find one that's in English, because it just takes up so much time when I binge watch it. But yeah, so I'm gonna get everything open up. I'm gonna keep writing. I'm hoping to finish this next scene today. I think I can do it, because I left it off, like, I still had a lot of room in it, but like there's a pretty clear trajectory already in the scene. So I think I'm gonna finish this scene. And what is the next scene? The Dark Night of the Soul. Yeah, I feel like I can chug through that pretty fast too, because again, it's not like, there's not a lot of action happening where like I need to like line up a ton of stuff. It's more like reflection and reaction and emotion, which I can kind of word vomit out, and then like I'll have to clean it up once I get like the emotional journey a little bit more stabilized, and once I've like read it through recently and can really feel like where exactly is she. But I think I have a good idea where that can go. So maybe I'll get through both. I doubt it, but maybe. So we're gonna get working on this. Okay, it is Friday and I just finished scene 37, which puts me, I've done 2 more, so I've finished everything I was supposed to get done last week, and one of the 2 chapters I was supposed to get done this week. So if I finish one more, I'll be caught up. And the next one is like the last bit of the Dark Night of the Soul leading into the aha moment, so that'll be good. And it's gonna be a little tricky because it's gonna be like a conversation, but it's gonna be easier than this last scene was, which was really just a bit of exposition and a little bit of action, but mostly it was just like her thinking and reacting, and it's kind of hard to write that and make it feel like it's actually going somewhere, but I'll have to see how it feels when I read back through it and see if I need to like change it up. But that's done, which is exciting. Yeah, so it's almost 6. It's Friday night. I need to go help out my husband and get the kids ready, like get them dinner. I think it's bath night. I don't know what we're gonna do this evening. My husband isn't feeling super duper great, so we'll probably just have a chill night, but I don't know. I think I'm supposed to write tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll see. Very exhausted. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's like 7:45. I just got back from dropping the kids off at daycare after getting them ready, which took extra long this morning. I wake up at like 5:30 now. It's awful. But I stepped on like a weird nail thing this morning, and my foot hurts, and I'm exhausted, and I have this like lingering cough that I'm trying to get to go away. So I decided I just need to take the day. Not that I have the PTO for it, but I need to take the day and just try and get as much sleep as I can, and also like just like chill in an environment where I can be like super cozy and comfy, and if like I want to go lay down, I go lay down kind of thing. So I'm going to try to do that. So I'm going to go back to bed for a little while, and then when I wake up, I don't know, I might curl up in a blanket and do some writing sprints. I might do some video editing. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to do something. So
Good morning. I just slept for like 3 hours, 4 hours. I was definitely tired. Oh my gosh, I need to like wake up and then get some food.
Okay, it's 5:24. I don't feel super duper great right now, but I finished putting together my audition video, which I might show you a few clips of. It's mostly like sword fighting and ballroom dancing and stuff. And then I finished editing the vlog that's going to go up tomorrow. I thought I'd get a lot more done than I did, but the audition thing took a lot longer than I thought it would, which it was kind of fun to look back on some of that footage that's a little bit older that I haven't looked at in a long time. But, I don't know. It's 5:24. I've picked up the kids. It's time for my hour of writing, so I'm going to open up Scrivener and get some writing done. Okay, so I'm back home now, and that was a really nice weekend. It really was. I got some good writing in, not like a crazy amount, but I finished 2 more chapters actually, so I get to cross those off, which means I am completely caught up. Those are the last 2 chapters I need to be caught up for last week. So then this week I'm expecting to finish 4 chapters. Let me make sure I have the most recent version of my files synced and see for sure which chapters I'm done. But I'm in a good place. Yes, okay, I'm ready to start 40, so I need to fully finish 4 chapters, which I think means I was expected to have some time to sort of get started on this next one, so I wasn't going to do like completely 3, but like maybe like 3 1/4, 3 and a little bit. But I'm on schedule. Like, I am literally right on schedule, which is amazing. Like, I feel like I haven't been actually on schedule and not behind on one of these like plans in a very long time. And yes, I'm very happy about that. And I've still had a lot of time to work on my new project and to do a lot of other things, but I need to get my writing sprint in and get this going. But I did want to say one thing. I had this idea of a really intense writing retreat. And I think I'm gonna have to like level down the intensity because like I have ADHD, so the idea of something that's incredibly intense is very exciting to me. But I have to be realistic and acknowledge that it would be a bad kind of exciting, so I need to like lower it down to the point where it wouldn't be bad. And I might try and put something together with one of my writing groups and do like a very serious writing retreat. Like, it might take a year or 2 to do, but like serious writing retreat. So we'll see. But I need to get my sprints in, so. Were asking when we brought them home from school to make gingerbread cookies, and they really wanted to do it, so we had enough stuff to technically make it, so we're gonna try to make gingerbread cookies, which we tried to make them last year and it did not go well, so we'll see if it goes better this year.
In here.
Yep. Get another piece of butter and put it in.
Come on, James.
Looks like it should be a cup of coffee. Happy Halloween! It is Tuesday, the 31st, Halloween. Today has been a lot so far, but you know, they always are. But I wanted to show you a few quick things. First, I got these really cute postcards while we were at the mountains this weekend, and we went and drove down Skyline Drive, and I love them and I wanted to show them to you. And then also, I was doing some research. There's actually a video by Sarah Cannon on her favorite craft books. I'll try and remember to link that below. But since I'm going to be getting into the outlining phase again, I thought I'd get some new craft books to kind of, you know, see if I like any of them. And I'm still working through Dialogue and Character by Robert McKee, which his books right now are my favorite. And I'm still working through them. I've read through them and noted them, but I'm kind of going back through now and taking notes and sort of organizing it all into my notes so that I can revamp my outlining process and my, like, especially my, like, dialogue outlining process once I get, oh no. Oh. Okay, that's fixed. But, you know, so I got some more books, so I thought I'd show them to you real quick. But I got his newest book, which is Action by Robert McKee, which is supposed to be in general, like, what does it say? Action explores the way that a modern-day writer can successfully tell an action story. Da-da-da-da-da. Teaming up with a former co-host of the Story Toolkit, Basim Il-Wakim. Talking about the action genre, demonstrating how to master the demands of plot with surprising beats of innovation and ingenuity. Covers the 4 core elements of action. Creating the action cast, hook, hold, payoff. The action MacGuffin, action set pieces, the 16 action subgenres. And while my books are definitely not action books, there's definitely action in them, right? Like, they're fantasy, there's adventures and fights, and some of mine have full out, like, wars and battles. So, like, while I'm not writing specifically action books, I think there'll be a lot of stuff in here that will be useful. So I'm very excited, and I just love all of his books in general. I also got The Heroine's Journey. The Heroine? I always feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's supposed to be like, you know, if you've heard of the hero's journey but you don't feel like it applies to everything, there's also this thing called the heroine's journey that's supposed to be a little different. So I'm not entirely sure how I will feel about this, but it looks pretty cool. It breaks down the hero's journey beats, basic structure and foundational myths, the heroine's journey beats, themes, how the journey gets devalued, genre complications, narrative variations, how to write like a heroine. You know, it looks like it could be interesting, so I got that. And then I got The Writer's Journey by Christopher Vogler, which is on Mythic Structure for Writers. And it's supposed to be based off a reworking of the hero's journey used by mythology, storytellers, and filmmakers. It sort of, I think, builds off of the script for The Lion King, was sort of the starting point for this idea on story structure. So it seems interesting. I'm slightly like, I think I read the description more earlier, but it's very interesting, like mythic structure for writers. So let's see, mapping the journey, stages of the journey, looking back on the journey, the rest of the story. Like, this is very much like, it looks like pretty standard hero's journey structure book. Like, it has sections on archetypes, the hero, the mentor, the trickster, the allies, call to adventure, refusal of the call, like all that stuff that like I know about. So I think it could just be interesting to read through this. It's really thick though. And see if it just has any good bits. Like, I think this is something where I'm not going to take the structure from this because it's sort of the basic structure, right? And I'm already at a point where like I look at structure a lot more deeper than just like the hero's journey, right? But I think there could be some interesting stuff in here. I got The Plot Whisperer. Secrets of Story Structure Any Writer Can Master by Martha Alderson. It's all about plot, blah, blah, blah. Learn to create stories that build suspense, reveal character, and engage readers one scene at a time. It's supposed to be a plotting system with a foolproof blueprint, so use the power of universal story, create plots and subplots that work together, use a scene tracker for maximum impact, insert energetic markers at the right points in your story, yada, yada, yada. Could be interesting. There's a lot of like charts and graphs in here, which I'm always a big fan of. And then, I think they gave me 2 copies of this. I don't think I ordered 2. I'll need to verify that I didn't order 2 copies of that. Maybe I did. But yeah, so, but yeah, it's already 4:37 at this point. I need to start writing. I don't know if I'm going to have all my time today, but I'm doing pretty good. I might be able to finish scene 40, which we are in Act 3, and I've already put the last 2 stars from this past weekend on the board, but it's definitely in the part of the book that's really based off building off the things that came before, right? Like, we're in the preparing for the climax sequence. Like, we're in the, like, gathering the team sort of phase of the climax. So the fact that there's a lot of fleshing out that I want to do in the next few drafts, really to flesh out what's going on in the background with some of the other characters and some of these, like, the political dynamics, like, that's going to tie into that. So I feel like I'm just lacking some of the depth and the details that I need to really write these scenes. So I'm kind of just trying to write it where I can sort of see where I want everything to go. And then, like, when I read back through, I can, like, make the notes of, like, okay, I need to add this in and do this and yada yada yada, but yes, I'm pulling that now. I'm gonna get to writing. Happy Halloween! Okay, so that's scene 40 done, and I'm looking at scene 41, and this scene is going to be executing the plan. The next scene is the high tower surprise. Then we have the dig deep down, touched by divine, the execution of the new plan, and then the climax. It's getting real. I sort of feel like these scenes are moving a little bit too quickly, that there's not enough going on in between them, but I feel like in actuality it would be moving very quickly, and I'll just need to find out once I'm actually reading it through where we kind of need a moment to really sit and kind of focus on the way they're feeling and the way, you know, everything's gearing up to be. But at this point it's only been a couple more intense scenes, you know, and then before that you had a lot of very slower scenes with the, you know, darkest moment, dark night of the soul, whatever, all of that stuff. So I feel like we're good right now, but I mean, after the high tower surprise maybe will be a slower scene. Or maybe I'll have to add a little short scene in here. I'm not sure. But it's almost 5:30. I need to go downstairs. I need to save this. I need to close my computer. And I need to start getting ready to take the kids trick-or-treating. And then my very best friend is coming over and we're going to watch The Birds, which is from her favorite director. It's an Alfred Hitchcock movie from, like, I don't know if it's actually from the 50s. I can't remember if it's fully in black and white, but it's a very old movie. And we haven't watched it since we were juniors in high school, I think. We actually ended up having, like, some bird paranoia for a few days and, like, skipping school because there was crows in the parking lot. And we were like, nope, we're out of here. But yes, I need to go downstairs, get ready, and do that. And yeah, yes. Alright, happy November, happy and good luck NaNoWriMo to all of you that are doing that this month. I'm not really doing it just because I have my challenge, that's what I'm kind of doing, you know, but it's been a day. It's so cold right now here. Like, last night was really cold too for Halloween, but we were out there for like an hour and a half with our kids, so I don't know how they made it because they're 2 and 4. So they're not, like, I don't know, but they did all right. Finally convinced them to let us put coats on them because it was like 30 degrees, something like that last night. I don't know. It was really cold. But we got a lot of candy. Way too much candy. They're never going to eat it all. What else is new? Oh, I got this pre-order in the mail, which I'm very excited about it. Shanghai Immortal by A.Y. Chow. And I'm very excited for this. Half vampire, half fox spirit, all trouble. It seems it's got some serious sassy vibes, but the character's been alive for at least 90 years based off the description. And then there's like some potential love plot. It's got like Chinese deities and demons cavorting in Jazz Age Shanghai, which, like, sounds fantastic. Does this have a map? Let's see if it has a map. I'm very excited for this. No map. But still very good. I'm excited. I'm gonna add this to my pile of books I want to read. I'm so behind right now. I'm just like, I'm so behind, but it's okay. It happens. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. I brought up a couple little candies to, because I can. And what am I, oh, I'm starting chapter 41. Did I knock that off? I have not knocked 40 off, so I need to update my stars, but well, I really am getting a little anxious about these next few scenes. I feel like I need to take the time to go through and, like, chart them out a little bit better before I write them, just so they go faster, but I don't know when I'm going to have time to do that because I don't want to use these sprinting times to do that. Like, I only want to draft during this time. So, yes. But, yes. So I'm gonna write. Alright, that's scene 41 done. Now, and now I get to put 2 more stars on the little board thing. my poor flowers are dead. But they're still so pretty. They don't smell super great though. So it is Tuesday. It's been a couple of days and a weekend. But yes, I have not gotten any more writing done, which means I am now technically 2 scenes behind. I have been doing a lot of thinking about the next scene because, like, we're getting into this first, like, the first lead up into the climax with that Hightower surprise. And I started reading, what is it? Action by Robert McKee, and I don't remember. In the next one of these, I'll show it to you and talk about it a little bit more, but essentially I was reading that and I was like, ooh, the way I have plotted out this, like, action sequence is absolute crap. And I need to, like, I can't just sit down and write it. Like, I need to think about it more. So I've been doing some thinking, and I need to actually write it. But, long story short, I didn't technically hit my goal. So, yeah, it's the 7th of November now. And we're going out of town this weekend, and then I think next weekend is, like, the weekend before Thanksgiving, and then we have Thanksgiving, so, like, it's gonna be busy, but I think I'm still on track to finish on time. I've still, like, throughout this entire experiment, I don't think I've done a single evening writing session. Like, a single one. Which is interesting, but, like, getting this hour in has been working really well for me still. I don't know why I can't do that, like, I don't know. I mean, I have been, like, I don't know, we were sick for weeks, and work has been absolutely crazy. So I'm just, like, so exhausted. Like, once my kids go to bed, I'm just, like, I'm so tired, and I can't do anything. So, I don't know, but I'm still pretty happy, and I think that I can catch up. I don't have that much planned for the next 2 weeks. I'm only planning on doing 2 scenes this week. So I don't think I'll, like, do 4, but I think maybe I could do 3 and then maybe do 4 the next week. And we'll see. Like, if I get to the last week and I need to, like, push it a little bit, I feel like I could be like, okay, I'm gonna make my goal and I'm gonna do an evening session. Like, I feel like I could do that. But regardless, I'm pretty happy. So I'm gonna cut the vlog off here. I was supposed to finish it on Sunday, but I didn't film this weekend. So I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'll start the final vlog of the 8 weeks to finish my novel today. So yeah, if you have any thoughts, you know, if you're working on Nano, I'd love to know how you're doing or how you did. I can't imagine it's gonna take me 23 days to get this video up. If you're doing Nano, I'd love to know how you're doing, and good luck, and I'll see you in the next one.